My name is Aaliyah Ripka, and I go to Academy in Shoppers World, Brampton. I was failing math. I was in my 50s, which is pretty bad. But I have been in Academy for more than 3 months, and Karen, the director of the center, and Stella, my tutor, has helped me so much. I have improved in math, and my grades are in the 80s, which is amazing. I am so thankful that I am in Academy. It's been amazing. Thank you so much, Academy, and thanks to Karen and Stella.
Hello, my name is Vivek Prasad Sitahal. I go to the Academy in Brampton, Shoppers World, in Canada. When I first came here, I came here with bad marks. I was in the C's for English and math, and it wasn't like very good. I couldn't be proud of that. So my mom took me here and she said, hey, you might as well see how it goes and try to get your marks going. And my experience here was really good, like amazing, like I can't even believe it. Outstanding, right? And I worked with Stella, and she's one of my tutors. And my math mark skyrocketed through the ceiling. Same with the English mark. I was like, whoa. From like low 60s to high 70s, and my math was all the way straight into the 80s, and I was like, whoa, right? Then I remember one day I was walking out and it was the end of class, and Karen told me, I'm proud of you. She patted me right on the back, right over here, and I was like, I don't want her to just waste her proudness. It's better I do something for her. Let me try some harder. And I tried really hard, and I came out with amazing awards, and I couldn't have done it without her and the tutors here. My name is Vivek Prasad Sitahal. Thank you for allowing me to learn here.
My name is Olivia Wallace, and I'm in grade 10 at Turner Fenton Secondary School. I started coming to the Academy for Math and English at the Shoppers World Brampton about 5 months ago, and I've already seen a huge improvement in my mark. Not only that, but I actually enjoy doing math now, whereas before I used to dread it. Also, the tutors here are extremely knowledgeable and helpful, and I feel they truly care about my success. And they always push me to do my best, and I'm extremely grateful for everything the Academy has done for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Atman Andiapak, and I'm in grade 8. And this September, I'm going to grade 9. My goal was to get to the 80s and 90s percentage in mathematics, but my averages were 60 to 70%. So I thought I should go for tutoring. So I went around my neighborhood, and that didn't fix my satisfaction. So I tried mathematics and English Academy in Shoppers World. So once I came here, my marks improved tremendously. I came from a 60% average to an 84%, and I was very happy. So I thought if I keep continuing this program, I'll get to the 90s for sure in high school. So all I want to say, if you're struggling in any subject, Academy of Mathematics and English in Shoppers World is the place for you.
Hi, my name is Haley, and I'm in grade 9, and I go to Welland Secondary School in Mississauga. Before I joined the Academy in Shoppers World Brampton, I had lots of difficulties with math and science, and my marks weren't very great. But after I joined the Academy, I saw a huge improvement in my report card marks. I got an 88 in math, and I got a 96 in science. And it's all thanks to Karen and her team of tutors and the Academy. Thank you.
I came here as a student for grade 11 and 12. Specifically, it was advanced functions and trigonometry. And coming here as a student, you know, with the tutoring experience that I had here, really ultimately what it comes down to is the quality of the tutor. Because the reality is that even though, you know, there's a very amicable staff behind the scenes, the only things that the students are actually really getting the hands-on experience with is with the tutor themselves. So I had the pleasure that every time I came here, there was really great tutors available. I had a particularly good working relationship with one in particular, and his name was Evan. I still remember him quite well, and I mean, we're talking, this is about like 6 or 7 years ago. So that was really important for me as a student, because it allowed me to have the confidence that I needed. Obviously, since then I've gone to have reasonable amounts of academic success outside of my tutoring. So, that was a really good experience foundationally for me coming here as a student. And then when I got the chance to come back here as a tutor, this is now 5 years later after I went to university and I got my degree and I went through kind of the trials and tribulations of academia. I really found that gave me a perspective on the other side that I'm able to apply currently with my students, because there's a lot. The reality is that the majority of the students come in here. It's not that they have any sort of a cognitive inability to perform with the material. It's that they're just not finding the right way to approach it, whether it's the teaching that they've had, or whether there's just sometimes there's an inability to connect with the material in the right way. And once you can kind of make that connection, you find that students actually wind up thriving. So that's something that I learned from being a student here, and I'm now thankfully able to apply it as a tutor here. So I can't say enough about the experience that I had initially and the experience that I continue having, and hopefully we can continue to help students along the way, right? Because that's really the reality of why we're here, is to make sure that students can feel like they're having success, So whether you get the right grade or not, if a student comes in and they didn't get 100% on their test, or maybe they didn't get the mark they were looking for, but we're able to diagnose where they went wrong, and we can actually determine that a lot of the mistakes maybe were just silly mistakes and it wasn't a poor understanding of the content, or maybe they just rounded wrong, or they didn't have a proper therefore statement at the conclusion of a question. We can still build off all of those things. So it's a grades thing, but it's also a confidence thing, and that came from my experience here as a student. Because the reality was that when I was here as a student, I feel like it was more of a confidence thing, and that's what I was able to build here. So that's really what I try to instill in the students when I get them here.